everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Cubica AMF Tech Tip Podcast. This is a weekly podcast where we take you on a journey through the fascinating world of bowling technology and beyond. As always, I'm your host, Orly, and I'm very excited to have a special guest on today. First-timer to the show. We have Archie, is it Seale?
Seale, yeah.
Okay. Archie, thank you for joining the show. You know, I got to meet Archie once when I was there and doing some interviews out there, and we actually interviewed Archie before. So if you ever want to go back and look at those interviews, feel free to go take a look on our Beyond the Frame page. But Archie, thanks again for joining the show. So first off, Archie, can you kind of let people know, your title with the company and what you do within that title at Cubica AMF?
All right, so I work in tech support. I'm Electro Mechanical Tech Support, so anything issues that are like mechanical, electrical, anything on the lanes itself and not in Conquer, that's what we kind of handle.
Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate. I appreciate you coming on. And if you're new to the show, anyone you're listening for the first time here, what the show is just kind of about is, we talk with either a trainer or somebody from tech support, and they just kind of give some tips on, something that might be going on in your center and how you can fix that. And it might save you some time of not having to call in at times, or if you want to call in and talk to people like Archie, feel free to do that also.
What we're here for.
Yeah. So, and like I said, though, this is just a great way for somebody to pop the podcast into their ear while they're doing some work maybe, and then they might come across something. And the next time they might just be like, oh, wow, I think I could probably try to do this on my own. But, yeah. So Archie, today what we were going to talk about was, ball detectors not triggering. Can you kind of just first go into that of like what might be some signs that they would notice, something that's not happening, and then how they can go about, taking the next steps to fix that?
All right, so there's kind of two levels to your ball detectors not triggering because most of the ball detectors have two detectors in a row. The first one would be the most noticeable, which is the ball will go by, but the machine won't cycle at all. It won't do anything. It doesn't try to score. And basically what's going on is normally the ball detectors are either not lined up properly, so they're not aligned to the reflector, so they're not sensing the ball go past, or there's damage to the wire that goes back between the ball detector or your camera board and the pin spotter itself. So normally you'll want to check, make sure it's lined up. There's a light that indicates whether the ball is sensed or not. You can also use on the pin spotter our XLI string, or not XLI. Our string machines have an actual diagnostic menu where you can check to see if the ball detector senses it or not. So yeah, normally you just want to make sure your stuff is aligned. That is normally the biggest issue that we have come in with ball detectors, and it's just you got to keep in mind how much vibration is going on. Even when everything's cinched down, after a while it might get out of alignment. The other thing is when there is just one ball detector that's misaligned, and what usually happens with that is you'll roll a ball down and it'll basically take forever to cycle. It seems like it's taking forever, and that's because it's kind of in a safe mode where it's like, all right, let's give it as much time as it could possibly take for the ball to get between that detector and knocking down all the pins. So that usually just means one detector is kind of off.
Okay. And if they check that alignment and it's still doing the same thing, is there something else that might need to be done, or they need to call you guys?
Yeah, normally it'll be the wire that's going, like I said, between the pin spotter and the camera board itself, or if you're running a string machine, then just the ball detector board.
Gotcha.
What sometimes happens is that they usually have it stuck to the top of like the capping system or near the gutter. And sometimes those mounts after a while will break, and if that wire ends up laying in the ball track, it's just getting ran over by the ball over and over and over again. And you'll kind of want to just check that cable and see if maybe it's getting worn through, if it's pinched or anything like that. You'll just want to check, because then it can't send a proper signal, and the pin spotter's waiting for that signal to do anything.
All right. Well, we appreciate that. And if they're still having trouble, I'm going to put you on a spot. This kind of became kind of a fun game for me, is to put people on the spot to see if they have the tech support number memorized. So if they still need help, what number would they call?
866-460-7263.
All right, good job. Some other people are kind of like, might be that, or so it's kind of become a fun thing.
And I totally don't have it taped up onto my monitor.
Right, exactly, right. Well, Archie, I appreciate you coming on, man. Like I said, this is your first time coming on. Hopefully you had fun and it's not too scary. Some people get a little worried or think it's going to be tough to do. It's as easy as that. So hopefully we can have you on again.
All right. It's pretty simple. Nothing crazy. So
There you go. Well, everyone, again, if you're new to the show, make sure to go back and listen to past episodes. We have so much information out there, speaking with the different trainers and tech support staff. And we hope that you listen to these shows and are able to take care of some of these little issues. And again, if you ever need something else, feel free to give them a call to tech support, and they're there to help you. So until next time, we will talk to everyone soon.
alrighty. Thanks for having me.